Hello. So this application called HRMS Community will allow you to have entry and exit checklists for employees. You can also have an HR dashboard that you can see right here in the screen, where you'll be able to see all the pay slips, contracts, leave requests, the upcoming birthdays or upcoming anniversaries. You also have monthly leave analysis here. You can see the analysis monthly, that is March, April. You can see we have 17 for August, out of which you can also see this department wise. You can see that here. You can see the percentage as well. So you have this HR dashboard where you'll be able to have all the information under one roof. Now apart from this application also have many other different features. So let's go through one by one. First, let's go to payroll. We will see how we can manage to do payslips in batches. So if I go to payslip batches, I can generate a payslip batch. So let's create one. Let's say I'm creating one called July 23. You can also change the date period for that particular month. I will add the date. And from here, you can save this. Once that is saved, you can generate payslips. To generate payslips, you have to definitely add employees. So let's say I'm adding two employees as of now, and I will select them. You can see we have two employees, and I will save this and I can generate them. We have Mark and Anita over here. I can close this as well, and I can also edit this again and save this. Once that is done, if I go to employee payslips, you see we have two new payslips for July 2023 for Anita and Mark that we just created. So let's go to Mark. From here, we have a new setting called select approval. Now, what this does is that you have to give, maybe you want to get confirmations from some seniors or higher managers for approving this particular salary slip. So for that, you have to go to configurations and approval master. Here you can create a new approval master. You can add the name, who the user will be, who will be approving this particular payslip, where the name of the master is added, and you can add the minimum amount here as well. So you can add this in the employees. So while you're creating batch payslips, let's say if this is the one, I can edit this. I can set to draft. Here I can add a line. I can select the employee. And here under selecting the employee, you have the approval master field where you can select the approval master who will be approving this person's particular payslip. This will be visible in your employee contact form as well. So let's discard this and close this as of now, and let's go back to our Mark's payslip. So here we have to, if let's say if I want to confirm this, I won't be able to confirm this because it requires approval from the master. So for that we have to select approval. Here you will select the senior, whoever the approval is. So you can also directly add the approval from payslip as well, or the other way that I showed before, and I can submit this. Then these two options will be visible to the person who is going to approve the payslip. Here you can see approval by user and rejection by user. So you can approve this, but please check the payslip amount. So we have to add the structure and contract as well, apart other than that how the payslip can be generated. So we will add the contract and the structure. We will save this and we will compute the sheet. Once the sheet is computed, you can see the salary computation here. And under approved information, you'll be able to see the approved information. The one is here called waiting. Now once it's approved, red, you can see the status has changed to approved. Once that is done, you can confirm this. You can confirm the salary slip and you'll be able to see all the salary slips generated for this particular employee in the smart button, where you'll be able to see all the salary slip. Now you can send this by email and also send this by WhatsApp. So if I send this by email, this is how it will look like. So here you can add your own text, or this is the default text, and here you have the template as well. So you can always make changes to this template, and here you have the PDF of the salary slip. So you can send this. Once you send this on your email side, it will look something like this. Here you can see we have received the email. Also, we also have the option of sending it via WhatsApp. So if I'm going to send this via WhatsApp, you can see the partner name who is going to receive this on WhatsApp, and the text over here. You can make changes to this as well. And once you send the message here from WhatsApp, it will look something like this on the WhatsApp end. Here you can see we have received the message for Mark. Sorry, the Mark have received the message for the salary slip. So you have the option over here to send this by email or send this by WhatsApp. You can also print the payslip. So if you go to print, we can print payslip and payslip details. So we will see what's the difference between these two as well. So I'll also print payslip details simultaneously. So here we have payslip details. Here you can see we have details by salary rule category, and this is the payslip that you can send this payslip to the employee. So this is the difference and this is how it will look like. So now that is done. Let's go back to employees. We will go to employee payslip. So for more configurations, you can add approval master from here. You can add salary structures from here, the salary rules and everything from here. So this was the payroll functionality that this module have. Now if I go to employees, we have one functionality over here called entry and exit checklists. So for that, we first need to configurations and settings. Under settings, we have to enable these two options called entry checklist and exit checklist. Once that is enabled, you can save this. Once enabling this, you'll be having an option to add the checklist for entry and exit of specific or in general all the employees. So if I go to configurations, here I have employee entry checklist. Under entry checklist, I can create the entry checklist. So I can create here, I can add the name of certificates, or maybe are there any documents that are required from the employee side. Here you can see I've added a few documents already. If I go to configurations again, I have employee checklist here as well for exit. So here you can see I've added a few documents for exit as well. Now once you have configured this entry and exit checklist, I can go to employees. Under employees, you'll be able to see something like this on every employee. So let's open one of the employee. Let's say I'm opening Abigail, and here we have entry checklist and exit checklist tabs. So under entry checklist, you can check the documents that you have already received from the employee. So here you can see if I add this particular document, if I mark this as I have this document, the percentage here will change. Similarly, we have for the exit checklist as well. So let's say I have one relieving certificate. So here you can see it's 33%. If we go back to employees, this particular details will be changed here as well. So this is how the entry and exit checklist functionality of this module works. Now once that is done, we also have the option to add documents. So under document templates, you can create a particular template. You can add the name, you can add a note if it's required, and you can add an attachment here as well for the template. Now if we go to enter employees and we go to documents, here you can create a particular employee document. So if I say I want to create an employee document for Mark, maybe sorry, here I will add to now document number, I will add the name. You can add the document type, let's say it's experience. You can attach the document. You can also add an expiry date. Now here's an interesting functionality of this module is that you can get a notification on an expiry date before a few days, or every day until expiry date, notification on and after expiry. So if you choose any of these options, and if you choose the day, if it's before, you'll be able to receive an email stating that this particular document is going to get expired at so and so date. This is interesting. If you have any document that has an expiry date, you can use this functionality, or maybe like contract or something. So once that is done, you can save this and all the documents will be visible on the employees as well. So if I go to employees, let's go to Mark here. And here you can see we have to documents for Mark. So all the documents will be visible in the employee form as well, and even the payslips. Now we have other two options called employee promotion and employee complaints. So you can create employee promotion. So let's say as of now, let's pick an employee first. So I go to employee. Let's say we have Abigail, who is a consultant, but I want to give promotion to Abigail. So I'll go to employee promotion. I'll create one. Maybe let's say positional. I will add the employee name. I will add the contract here. Previous designation as consultant. New designation as senior consultant. We'll create that. Previous salary was 5,000. New salary is 7,000. And you can also add the note here as well. And you can save this. So now you see if I go to Abigail, that is employee form. Here you can see we have the new employee position, that is senior consultant, and we have a new promotion tab here as well. So under promotions, I'll be able to see how many promotions Abigail have received, maybe be it positional or increment or whatever kind of promotion there is, and you will be able to see every details under the employee form. Now if we go to employees again, we have employee complaint as well. So if there are any particular complaints or issues that needs to be resolved, you can have record of every complaint there is. So let's say maybe door unlock system is one of the complaint. Employee name, you can add that. Complaint type, it's an issue. Cannot unlock door with ID card. Let's say that's one of the complaint. The date, you can add any action taken from the company or not. Yes, you can save this. Now if it's resolved, you can choose the option over here called resolved, and the resolved date will be appeared over here. So similarly you can add any type of complaints, and all the complaints will be stayed in the record under employees and employee complaint, and you can also download them. Now if I go to employees, we have gone through contracts, documents, complaints, and promotions. We have gone through document templates. Now if I go to overtime, I have the option over here to add overtime request as well. So you can create one request for particular employee. Let's say I'm adding Mark here. Mark, you can add the start date, department is there. You can add manager as well. You can add end date as well for the let's say I'll just add the start date as 30 and I'll add the end date as 31. Okay, and I'll save this, and I'll save this as well. So here you can see it's a new request, and it requires approval from the manager because we have added the manager. You can confirm this, and the manager will approve this or either refuse this. Then we also have department approval, so department will approve as well. So as the approval goes by, the details will be added here as well. So if you want to be included this in payroll, you can do so as well. So the the amount will be included in payroll as well for the overtime. Now all the overtime requests to approve will be visible over here, and overtime request approved by the department will be visible over here. And you can also use the overtime request for multiple employees. So let's say I have Abigail, I have Audrey, I have Beth. Let's say the start date was 29th, end date was 29th, but okay, and I want an approval from administration. Manager is Mitchell. Okay, let me change the date here. Save this. So here we have the multiple overtime request for 3 employees. I can confirm this. Now the person who needs to approve this will be able to see the request here under overtime and request to approve. You can see Michelle is able to see that. Michelle can approve this. Now for the department approvals, it will be visible under overtime requests to approve by department, and it can be approved by department as well. And once that is done, if I go to my request again, this will be in the done stage. You can see that over here, and it will be included in payroll as well. Now if we go back again to medical examinations, you will be able to add all the medical examinations of the employees. So let's create one first. So let's say I'm adding mark here. Sorry, I'm adding mark here. I'll add the examination date. What was the result? Pass. Next would be maybe after a few months. Notification. This will be notified a few days before. So 2 days before, you can add the note as well, and you can save this. And you can mark this as done or cancelled or rejected. You can also go back to pending and mark this as rejected if for some reasons you might have made a mistake, or you can mark this as cancelled as well if you want that, or you can mark this as done if it's done. And you can also, like I said, that an email will be received, a notification will be received 2 days before the next examination. So this way you can keep a track record of all the employee medical examinations as well. Now let's move to time off. We have gone through HR, payroll, HR dashboard, payroll, and employees. Now let's go to time off. Now under configurations, we have different time off types. So if I go to one of the time off types, let's say paid time off, here you'll be able to see the option of attachment required. So we can edit this and we can enable this option if this particular type of time off needs an attachment for the employee to apply. So maybe if it's a paid leave or a sick leave. So let's say I'm not doing this here. I'll save this. Okay, I'll go to sick leave time off, and you want maybe the employee to add the maybe doctor recommendation or maybe some other medical document. So you can enable this and you can save this. So you have this option over here. Now if I go to my time off, and I will just create a new time off. We'll add a new time off from here. And here you can see I have paid time off. I do not have any other visibility of any other field. But if I use sick time off, I need to add an attachment or a supporting document as well, because we have enabled that option in time off. But you won't be able to, you don't need to add any document for unpaid. So this is a new feature in the time off that you can use. Obviously you'll be able to see all the time of approvals as well. So all the approvals will be visible under time of approvals. You can see you can approve or refuse this from here directly. And this is the overview of your time off. You will be able to see all the details of the time off of the employees. So that's it. I hope this video was helpful. If you have any questions, please leave your questions in the comment section below and we will get back to you with an answer. Also, do not forget to like our video and subscribe to our channel. Until then, thank you.